Hello and welcome to the Crusader Industries Genesis Starliner Buyer's Guide. The Genesis Starliner is on concept sale until the 6th of July for $400 excluding taxes. During this sale it comes with LTI, lifetime insurance, and 2 pieces of cosmetic hanger flare. So, what is the Genesis Starliner? The Genesis is the first large announced passenger ship. It can take up to 100 economy passengers or a few first class passengers, or a mixture of the two. With proprietary Neo-G engines, the Starliner allows for fuel-efficient duration travel. A pair of remote-operated turrets allow for good defence, and multiple decks can support everything from first-class lounges to additional cargo capacity. Whether it's the centrepiece of a private space line or part of a larger system of passenger transports, the Genesis can be used for a variety of support roles. Potential owners and operators can rest easy. The Starliner is a ship designed to pay for itself. I would like to say that last bit, the Genesis Starliner is a ship designed to pay for itself, is definitely in-game lore and fluff. I mean, it's not going to literally pay for itself if you've bought it on concept sale, just put that out there. And there are a lot of potential variants. This one's for the mid-range classed variant. So, let me explain this. Transport companies use several different configurations for the Genesis Starliner, usually classified as luxury, mid-range, essential. Because every Starliner is significantly modular, there is no one standard example of each type. More complex models typically carry fewer passengers, but with additional amenities, lounges, food options, personal quarters. The Essential model focuses on more bulk cargo and less crew and passenger comfort. The model available in the concept sale today is, as I said, the 40-person mid-range class. Private individuals have also been known to purchase Starliners for their own use, most frequently outfitted in yacht style with individual cabins. The frame is frequently used by professional racing teams who modify the interior to store and repair small racing ships like the M50 and their support equipment. So this is quite cool. That sounds like you're actually going to be able to possibly make it into a mobile repair station for smaller ships, possibly pocket carrier. I mean, it does suggest maybe we can get modular enough to put 4 M50s in. Pocket carrier, yay! The UEE military also modifies the standard Genesis space frame for a number of different roles, including troop transport, patrol hunter-killer, SWACs and CNC platform, referred to informally as the Star Lifter, Star Hunter and Star Seeker, and even as an advanced aerospace prototype testbed. Imperator 1, a highly customised Genesis Starliner with added security and luxury features, is used to ferry the sitting Imperator when they travel off-world. So let's briefly talk about Crusader Industries, the manufacturer of the Genesis Starliner. Crusader Industries, headquartered in the Stanton system, is the United Empire of Earth's premier passenger and freight transport development company. Crusader designs are produced in the Stanton system but are a common sight throughout the galaxy, ubiquitous in both private enterprise and military support roles. The LH-307 Genesis is Crusader's mid-range passenger spacecraft, which has found success in a variety of roles around the galaxy. Crusader produces a number of other civilian space frames, ranging from small in-system commuter transports to high-capacity superliners. I'm quite liking the look of the Crusader Industries kind of model, and I'm very much looking forward to the other passenger liners and seeing what they can do with that. Right, let's talk about the Genesis Starliner's vital statistics. The ship is 85 metres long, 90 metres wide, and 16 metres tall, and has a mass of over 275,000 kilograms. It's moved by 4 TR7 engines, that's quite a lot of power, and 16 TR2 thrusters. And it requires what appears to be multiple, according to this, 6 size 7 power plants to power this beast. Excluding the passengers, it can have 8 other crew. It's protected by 2 size 7 shields and up to a single size 5 weapon. Now, earlier it did say that there was 2 remote turrets. Now I'm not sure if these are protecting the exterior or interior of the ship. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be protecting the interior cabins from security threats, or supposed to be shooting down, I know, space asteroids and icebergs and whatever else might befall your Genesis. But it's a safe bet to think that the Starliner is going to be quite low on the self-defense kind of bracket. It's not going to be able to shoot down other ships, really. At a push, little smaller things are going to get repelled by it, but think of its weapons more for taking down asteroids or space debris that's in your way, rather than repelling pirates. It's not the best ship for a fight, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to give comfort and reliability to your passengers. It opens up a new career path and ways to play Star Citizen, the role of the passenger's transport in the verse. So there's also a design post up explaining some of the play points that are going to come with passenger transportation as a role. So let's talk about that briefly. With passenger transport, the journey and happiness of your passengers is the mission. It requires licenses from the areas you want to pick up and move your passengers to. This requires a clean record, so crims you need not apply, and these licenses need to be paid for. Choosing where to fly is incredibly important. Do you compete in areas that are saturated with other pilots that will drive down your ticket prices, or do you go to less travelled routes? There are many types of seating you can provide for your passengers as well. Coach, business class, first class, and luxury class. The Starliner is top of the line, a long-range luxury class transport ship equipped with a prestigious seating capacity, fuel-efficient engines, an advanced quantum stabilizer to minimize occurrences of vibration-induced nausea, private sleeping cabins, and much, much more to remove all the discomfort of an extended voyage. Once players have their passenger transport ship and the licenses all in order, they literally just need to park on a public landing pad to find out what routes are requested and available, and the demand for them. You then can choose a route, choose your ticket prices, set a departure and arrival time, and then you depart when you're ready, when you've sold enough tickets and got enough people aboard. Reputation will affect the amount of money you make and your licensing. Complete more trips with happier passengers and your rep will go up. And passengers in different class seating will expect different levels of service. And there looks to be some possible mini-games or common issues during flight. Repairing the ICES, the Information Communication and Entertainment System. This is basically a holopod for movies and stuff. Dispensing and serving mix maker drinks. So this literally looks like possibly a cook serve delicious type of mini game, or at least you need to get people to be able to serve drinks in a timely manner. And you can get different stocks of movies and drinks for your passengers too, to keep them happier. Passengers will have health issues during flights too, and you can deal with that. You might have to revive passengers, you might have to administer, insulin or something to them, who knows. Flight attendants are also an important asset, so let's talk about that. So it's suggested a single experienced player can handle a ship with 20 to 30 customers by themselves, possibly, as long as they're not like super luxury class seats where they require loads of attention, those people, to make them happy. You are going to need flight attendants if you want to play with the big boys, if you're going to be running a first class or luxury passenger liner, or if you're going to be servicing hundreds of people on your passenger transport ship. Now, you can do that in a couple of ways. You can get your friends to be flight attendants, other players walking around, serving drinks, repairing equipment, making sure the customers are happy. Or you can rent some NPC flight attendants. Now, I really like the idea of this. They're probably going to be less efficient than humans, but they're going to be able to cover more area, and they're going to be a great redundancy. If you're worried that you're not going to be able to service all your passengers on your ship, then you might as well get a flight attendant or two. That's going to boost your reputation, and in the long run, you're going to be making more money. You are going to have to pay those flight attendants. You're probably going to have to pay them if they're players, unless they're very good friends of yours, but NPCs will need to be paid. But the way they're going to work is that they're like locked to the planet that you bought them on, and you can summon them to your ship, tell them to come to your ship. You're kind of sort of in control of them as NPCs, so they don't just wander off and do silly stuff. They do come to your ship when you go, "We're leaving!" They will run to your ship or teleport to your ship or something like that. So once you've arrived at your intended destination, you give the all clear that people can begin exiting the ship, and then each passenger will determine how satisfied they were with the overall trip. Now, each of those passengers will then affect the level of reputation that you have in the industry. I think that's absolutely great. There are loads of things that could go wrong in a trip as well. Pirates could attack you. You could ignore, I don't know, multiple fires on board. I know some of the ice systems might explode and you might just forget about them. There's loads of things, and you can kick off passengers off your ship prematurely, but that can lead to certain things like your licenses being suspended, getting really bad reputation, and that's going to affect your money, your bottom line. I think it's a really interesting career path that's going to lead to lots of different industry in the game. People competing against each other as large airliners to ferry players and NPCs around. And there's going to be lots of industrial sabotage. There's going to be people specifically attacking other people's ships to reduce their reputation, that sort of thing. I really like the idea of it, and I hope you do too. It's definitely not a ship that I'm considering buying, but it is a ship I'm excited about just for the gameplay it provides into the verse. Anyway, guys, there are a variety of different articles I've linked to at the bottom, including the sale, the design post, all that sort of jazz. So if you want to know more about the Crusader Industries Starliner, then check it out. The Genesis looks to be a great ship, and there's a good design brief and all that sort of jazz there. Anyway, guys, I'll stop ranting and rumbling now. Grumbling. Words come hard. I'll see you in the verse. Take care, guys. Bye.